picture the scene. So I've got to go meet him at Alan Hill's house on the A52 in Nottingham. Me and my agent, Kevin Mason. Yeah. So we walk in, Gaffer's on his way from the ground. He'll be here in 5 minutes. Brian Clough walks in, green sweatshirt, white shorts, white socks. I stand up. I was obviously a bit nervous. It's Brian Clough. Yeah. Young man, nice to see you. Looks at Kevin, my agent, doesn't even shake his hand. And he walks up the opposite end of the house, sits on the chair with his nose about an inch from the wall. And he doesn't say anything for about a minute. And we just sat there. And he went, son, can I speak to you, or do I have to speak to him to speak to you? I said, you can speak to me, Mr. Clough. He went, thank you, son, because I don't really like talking about football in front of him, because he's a fat... He slid off the arm of the chair onto his knees, and he starts crawling on his hands and knees towards me. And he stops, looks at the carpet, and he went, Illy, like your carpet, son. But my Barbara would love that carpet. At this point, I started to work out he might be drunk. Do you like flowers, son? He said to me, do you like flowers? I went there, all right. He goes outside, gets this pot. There's the best pot you've ever seen with flowers spilling out of this pot. Ellie runs out behind him. He went, Gaffer, no, don't put, that's my best pot. Don't pull them out. He went, Illy, you're ruining the deal, son. The lad likes flowers. Big question for you. Do you like me? I had to say yes, didn't I? I said, I can play for you, Mr. Clough. He went, that's it, Illy, we've got him. He loves me. Kevin, who hasn't said a word, my agent, opens his mouth. He said, actually, Mr. Clough, we've got a few things to discuss before you've got him. He said, who said you could speak Fatso? Illy, take Fatso out in the garden. So he walks out the patio doors, and Cloughy went, son, get yourself another agent. I went, why? He said, look at the size on him. He'd eat everything in your fridge. Archie Gemmell's got to persuade me to sign for Forest. So Archie Gemmell goes, I know you spoke to Everton this morning. Yeah. Whatever you do, don't be swayed by the money. Cloughy went, got to stop you there, Arch. I would be. Carry on. He went, Arch, he likes flowers and he loves me. The lad doesn't want any money. Do you, son? So I went, yeah, I don't want any money. I got to speak to my wife, though. So I went home, 12 miles away, got to my back door, went in the back door, said to my wife, you're not going to believe what's happened to me today. She went, shh. He's only sat in my lounge with the pot from the garden with his arm around my mother-in-law.
When's your contract up? I said, end of the season. Would you like a new one? So I said, well, I'd love one. Come and see me Monday morning and I'll give you a new contract. So I go and see him Monday morning. Yet to get to see him, you had to go through Carol. Knock on the door, walk in. What can I do for you? So I said, you've told me to come and see you about signing a new contract. Don't remember that one, son. And he puts the contract on the table and he said, sign that. I goes, I can't sign that. Why can't you sign it? I said, it's blank. I'll fill it in, sir. He's going, 4 minutes. I gave you 5 to sign it, but I'm going to give you 4 now. And I'd been after a car. To have a car, when you were young, you had to ask him. And his answer to me was, I think you're a bit of an idiot. And while ever there's an idiot on the road, you're not having a car, so because I'm still driving on the road. I signed this blank contract. It'll be ready in the morning. So go and pick it up Monday morning. Carol hands me some car keys. I said, where is it? She said, it's in the car park. I said, Carol, there's 100 cars in that. She said, here's your contract. Year 1, £500 a week. Year 2, £500 a week. In the little bonus section, Elizabeth's car. So I go, who's Elizabeth? She said, his daughter. She bought that car, she didn't like it, so he's giving you. So I get the wage slip at the end of the month, and there's in the column underneath the wages, deduction, Elizabeth's car. £135. All I did was take over the monthly payments of the car anyway.
David Curry was signed from my local club, Barnsley, for a lot of money. He'd scored a load of goals, but he didn't abide by the rules. I remember one game we playing, the ball got played into him on the halfway line, and he didn't get hold of the ball, which was one of the rules. He tried to flick it. I look over, and Brian Clough stood on the halfway line with the number 10 aloft, and he's shouting, off, off. We don't flick the ball at this club, son. Off you come. So he's got to get rid of David Curry. And one day, he drives in a purple Ford Capri. He parks it in the manager's spot. But then we went training. And about 15 minutes into training, he shouts over to Archie Gemmell, Arch, Arch, bring him in, bring him in. And he goes, whose is that car in my car park? So David Curry puts his hand up. Now, David Curry's already played 4 games in the first team. And the manager said to him, what's your name, son? He said, David Curry. You've just signed me from Barnsley. He points at me, he goes, Barnsley? That's where the imbecile's from. Points at me. So he goes, David Curry, can I ask you a question, son? He said, yeah, fire away. He said, have you bought an house in the Nottingham area yet? And he says, no, boss. He says, I haven't. He says, but I'm looking. He went, let me stop you there, son. Don't fucking bother. Got rid of David Curry the week after.
He left me out of the team for some reason. Obviously, I had a sulk on, I think, about it, and he stuck me in the reserves. But he didn't just stuck me in the reserves, he put me sub for the reserves. My mum's come all the way down from Preston on a flipping Tuesday night, and I'm sub. So I'm sat there, and I'm looking at her, and she's going, showing all these emotions, and I'm going... And one of his pet hates was if you get down the line, put a cross behind the back of the goal. About 20 minutes ago, he puts me on. I've got the ball on the right wing, and I put this cross over the back of the goal. I'm thinking, shit. So I get back in the dressing room, and he used to carry either a tennis ball or a cricket ball, and he chucked at me, and I caught it like this sort of thing. And then he said to me, son, stand up. So he walks over to me. He said, son, have you ever been hit before? I went, no. And he went, poof, and whacked me in the stomach. Well, you have now. He said, you're an embarrassment, you're a disgrace, your mum up there should be ashamed of you and all this stuff. The next day, there was a cafe, just some of the players used to meet there in the morning. So I'm sat in there and a fella comes in and he said, Nigel, yeah. I said, can I work with you? I said, yeah. He said, I work for the Mirror. He says, I've been told that you got hit last night by Brian Clough. He said, I'll give you 10 grand to do a story on it. I'm 18, 10 grand. But then I thought to myself, this is Brian Clough here. That turned him down. I went straight down to the ground, knocked on his door. What do you want, shithouse? So I said, I just wanted to know that I've just been in the cafe and someone from the Mirror wanted a story about, you punched me last night. He said, what did you say? I said, no comment. He went, good man, well done.